what was our success? And he traveled, said, we have great agriculture. We're separated by two vast oceans from our natural enemies. He said we have great agriculture, iron ore, this and that. But what he said is when he finally entered the churches, he saw that the pulpits were aflame with righteousness. They taught the good action from the bad.
You know, I don't want to take too much time. I know there's a lot of people here that are going to speak to you, but, you know, from a young age, God got a hold of my heart. Health committee about this bill too was the way that they were trying to vilify many of these women, most of them women, but a lot of men too, but mostly women who are living out their faith. Not just words, but living out their faith each and every day and coming alongside women. And I've heard stories of a person. It's not going to happen because of Assemblyman Gallagher or Senator Morrell or Assemblyman Patterson or Shannon Grove or Brian Dolly. It's not happening as a one person. It's going to happen because we are going out and we are preaching the gospel, and it's transforming people, and the power of that is exponential. The power of God is exponential.
Away. And I don't know about you, but these are days of real challenge that can be a discouragement to us because we are outnumbered. But I'm here to tell you that the disciples were outnumbered when the empty tomb was cracked open, and that moment of being outnumbered changed the world.
That's right.
It's unique that James talks about his mom and the influence of her on her knees, what she did for his life. The same exact thing happened in my life. My mom was a prayer warrior, still is to this day, and she's really responsible for bringing me to the Lord.
Right.
And I submit to you, with that attitude and the move of the Holy Spirit in this building, I ask that you, we say at our little Grace Bible Church out there in Nowhere Land, that we want to punch the time cards of those mighty warrior angels that we have commissioned to us. Where two or more are gathered, all it takes is two. We have 12 now. When will it be? It could be 50 someday, 50 legislators. Think of that, how awesome that would be. And we ask that the Holy Spirit come in and we change the hearts and bring that Spirit into this building, into this nation, into this state. And I commend you, it's going to happen. I believe it will happen, and we have to believe it. If you don't believe it, it won't happen. If you believe it, it will happen. So I think...
And say is what an incredible blessing to have men and women of God like these three gentlemen and like our sister Shannon Grove. So just give God a... Daniel didn't say, you know what, I don't want to be involved in this. I give up, I quit, and I'm just going to come over here and mop floors or, you know, go on a hunger strike and just give up. He did go on a hunger strike, but he went on a hunger strike for the glory of God.
Mm-hmm.
And all of that stuff that we want to do. And so what can we do? There's not a magic formula, but there are steps that we can take to get started and to help these.
And so I was in fact just up there in Lake Tahoe. You have a really nice gig going on there in that area. And my children, both of them, went to City on the Hill. So I highly recommend if you have
power of prayer, faith, hope, and love right to the sidewalk in front of the abortion clinics here in Sacramento. But realizing that that's the last hope that that child has for life and the last hope that that woman has for help, I know that there's a much bigger picture there that I needed to be involved with. And so about 1.5 years ago, we began an organization called Californians For Life, and the literature is on the table there, and you can find our website, californiansforlife.org. And I encourage everyone, get creative, have some fun with them, because we buy them by the cases, so take as many as you can. When I use the ATM machine, in
terms of religious freedom, it's gotten a lot shorter in terms of what we're dealing with. And I'm just going to give you a few examples. First, how many get our case updates, email, press release? Raise your hand. Nice and big. Okay, great. Those of you who don't, raise your hand. Dran, who's a good friend of mine, she's...
That's right.
And this is a pro-life, nonprofit, faith-based ministries all throughout the state. They're all said you have to have something advertised. It's like telling a synagogue that they have to have a big sign where people can buy pork, or